Hello folks, rather than doing a traditional video intro, I thought today we could just play a game. The game is called Guess What City I'm In? Answers down in the comments section. I love really high things. Look how high it is. So the plan is, go up there, although slight issue, no forward planning. Tickets online are actually sold out for today, so I'm hoping we can just walk up and get a ticket to get up there now. Otherwise, maybe not. I fly home later today. It'll be fine. The only previous time I've ever been here was pretty much exactly 25 years ago, because I know it was just after the 1998 World Cup. So like July, August time of 1998, it's now July of 2023. Big thing I am noticing, all these fences and gates and things were absolutely not there 25 years ago. You could just walk from the road to underneath it. There would be people sat under it having picnics and all sorts, whereas now it's all fences, big perspex screens, and now we've got to walk through a gate that we need to buy a ticket just to get under the thing. It's been fully monetized, and I guess like protected for safety and things. I hope they let me in with my backpack. Every tourist attraction I've been to this year, backpacks have been a problem. I didn't think this through. Yeah, we have a sign here that says the top floor is closed because it's over capacity, or at capacity, which I guess I kind of knew from looking on the internet that they were sold out today. We're now debating whether or not we want to go up to one of the slightly lower floors. Okay, so we have made it in through the first set of gates, which you don't have to pay to get through. It's just a very detailed security check. I just had to completely empty my backpack, and I think they were searching for a drone, but they were happy with me bringing in camera gear and travel gear and stuff. But yeah, we are in, and I remember, and I don't know if this is just my memory not working right, I'm sure the last time I was here, this was all like grass and benches and things under here, whereas now it's tarmac and fences and lots of places to spend money and queue for things, which does take some of the romance away, just a smidgen. And then just to rub my nose in it, there's another confirmation sign there that the top is closed. So I guess, was that whole security check just to get under here, just to this bit?
So you don't set it on fire or
fair enough. I probably wasn't going to set it on fire.
Well, we don't know. They don't.
Okay, we've made a decision. Despite the fact that we apparently can't get to the top, it has now started raining, so we are just going to get as high as they'll let us get and then hope we can just keep on going somehow. So we're joining a queue over here, which is for the lift to get us to the second floor. Then we'll see where we end up from the second floor. If nothing else, this is going to keep us dry. Summit open now. So we might be able to go all the way. Very nearly made a terrible error. We were in the queue for the stairs. You would never have seen this video if I'd have had to have gone up the stairs. We're now going to the other queue for the lift, which I guess this one, we might not be able to get to the top. Perhaps they're like, if you want to get the stairs to the top, go for it.
I think that's
but yeah, the lift people, they do limit. Brace yourselves for a new segment called Kev's Really Specific Eiffel Tower Travel Tips, in which I give you a really specific Eiffel Tower travel tip, and that is ignore the sign that says the summit is closed, join the queue anyway, ask to go to the summit, and they sell you a summit ticket. Now, there's still the chance that once we get through this queue and up there, they don't let us go any further, but the good news is they've charged us to go to the top, even if they ultimately don't let us up there. €28 to get the lift to the middle bit and then the lift again to the next bit. You can do a pick and mix of stairs and lift. You can even do stairs all the way if you're insane, or you can go stairs then lift, lift then stairs. Obviously, I'm double lifting it, and that is the most expensive option. It's also cheaper if you're under 24, which they asked Tom how old he was, but for some reason didn't ask me. We're going up the tower now though. Well, thankfully we've just had a second inexplicable security check, despite only being within their 10-foot fences since the first security check. And now I think we have to present our tickets, despite only being in the queue from the previous ticket place since we bought them. They're very efficient here, is what I'm learning. So it looks like when you get through to the lift bit, it's a double-decker lift. We weren't given the option. I think it depends which queue you want to be in. But if you don't want to have to walk upstairs to get to the lift, I suggest you go in the right-hand queue, because they seem to have all gone off that way. Whereas we've been sent up these stairs to the next lift up. I paid for a lift, not stairs. Yeah. Well, here we go. The lift's quite large. And took ages. We were waiting at the bottom for a long, long time, so I imagine it goes up there quite slowly. It's very cosy in the lift. They like pack us in, and it's yet another tourist attraction that's insisted on me taking off my backpack. I am furious. I might just become a turtle so that I can have a built-in shell, and then they can't make me remove it. Silly. I get that it's to stop me taking up as much space, but all I've done is put it by my feet and I'm now standing behind it. So I'm taking up exactly the same amount of space as I would have done. It's just in front of me rather than behind me, and at floor level rather than where everybody can see it. Look at us go. I mean, I have made the rookie mistake of being right in the middle, so I can't really point out the window, but I assure you, we are going upwards. And I'll show you what's up there when we get up there. Much less scary than the lift in Turin or the Battersea Power Station one. That's gone up remarkably quickly.
Why did it feel like it took so long?
I don't understand how it took.
Ok. Perché questo è il primo piano, lo visitiamo dopo quando scendiamo. Adesso andiamo direttamente.
I don't know what the man's saying, something about first floor, second floor. So this is the second floor. We get a different lift to take us up to the top. This seems plenty high, my word. Yeah, this is already pretty high. That collection of buildings over there is where the hotel we stayed in is. Quite the view from up here. We have a fancy looking building. I'll level with you, no idea what it is, but it looks fancy. There's another level of people below us, which I wasn't expecting to see. I'm guessing there's some kind of staircase up here, but you can see through all around. Being on this level, you don't have like the cage in front of you, so it does feel like a much more open and exposed to everything. But I don't know if I'm just getting used to it. I'm more of a coward, or it's just not as high. But I haven't got the jelly legs I had in Turin yet. Seems to be some kind of building work being done, which does make navigating around it slightly challenging. But now we have a slightly different angle, including over here, where we haven't seen yet. Which is quite the view. It's such a flat city. There's not a huge amount of big buildings or changes in elevation. It's just flat and goes a really long way in all directions until you hit these odd little pockets like over there where they've got loads of buildings. And then you have the odd one that just kind of pops up out of the horizon. Look at me being high up in Paris. Oh, hello. Balls to the view. There's a gift shop and it's got Lego in. Magic. How do I get in there? I need to get something from the gift shop because those are the rules, but I need it to be small enough to not take me over my baggage limit for my flight later. My backpack is full, my suitcase is full. Kind of need to get something I can wear or put inside me. Right, we're having a little rummage to see what we can see. We could get... I don't even know what that is. It's a tiny little Eiffel Tower on a chain. That's quite cool. Oh no, they have Jellycat. I might have to get a Jellycat thing for Anna. It's a little Jellycat pie. I don't even know. They're little cakes. They're not actually that much fun. If they had like a croissant or something, then I'd be all over that. I could get an Eiffel Tower cheese grater. That feels like a thing that can be purchased. I'm not getting on the plane with any of these models because they're just not going to fit in any of my stuff. This is a challenge. Even a snow globe, I don't think I have space for. That's quite cool. Andy would like something like this. But again, just no room for it. You know, I might be able to fit one of those in, but I think he's already got an Eiffel Tower. I think Anna bought him one when we were at Disneyland. A magnet. Obviously, I need a fridge magnet. We've got our solution. I always buy a fridge magnet. Fridge magnet purchased. Now we're heading into another lift to go to the top because it is still quite a long way up there. I feel like the jelly legs are going to come when I get up the top there. In fact, first, I don't think I got this angle before, which is the grassy angle of the skyline view. Very cool. Because I stopped to film that last shot, I've now managed to get myself separated from Matt and Tom, who are a little bit further forward in the queue. So I'm now officially roaming around Paris on my own. This isn't going to end well for anybody. There they are, look, just swanning around. 10 places ahead of me in the queue, like they own the place.
It's no Lincoln Cathedral.
If you're watching this wondering how I managed to spend 3 days in Paris and not release like 8 videos, which was what I actually planned on doing, it's because everything you do takes so long here. We went out for dinner last night and it was like a 3 or 4 hour thing, and we have been here for 2 hours at this point. Every queue is really long, so yeah, that's why we've not got loads and loads and loads. Really, I need to be heading to the airport by about 4 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock now. So I think we've probably got time to go up to the top here and then go and get food and head home. Which is fine. It means I can come back with Anna and do all the other stuff. There they go, look. Everyone say goodbye to Matt and Tom, never to be seen again.
Oh, yes.
There we go, we're on our way up.
It's really freezing. Okay, got it. From the AC.
Oh, there's a football pitch down there. How did I not see that from any angle before? It's right there.
I don't like it. No, I love it. I don't like it.
Nog 50 seconden.
This is insanely high. The jelly legs have already set in and we are still going.
It's made out.
All the way to
Oh my god! Oh my god. Where did it go? Oh my god.
Here she is.
Okay, when I first step out, it's not actually completely terrifying because it's enclosed. Now, if I remember rightly from when I was a kid, you can go up those steps and be outside. I'm much more comfortable with this pane of glass protecting me, but you can see the big park, forest area, which we got an Uber yesterday, and it was bizarre coming from our hotel over where those high buildings are over there to what seemed like countryside. We were going through there for like 5 or 10 minutes in the Uber and then got over here and got dropped off. But it's very cool to have such a massive park in the middle of the city like that, completely enclosed on all sides by all these buildings. But you have quite the view from up here. These windows are open, which does terrify me a little bit more. Lots of bridges across the river, which I discovered when I did a boat tour the other night. We were constantly going under bridges, and you can see there's loads of them down that way. And then just an absolute sea of city. As far as the eye can see, you kind of hit mist before you hit the edge of Paris. It is an enormous city. I'll just keep wandering around. At some point we might bump into Matt and Tom again. I don't quite know where they've escaped. I imagine they've gone all the way up out to the top while I'm up here being a coward. So I guess I have to go up to the top as well. It's the only way. Yeah, and this is where you are outside. And this is hideous. Although strangely, not as bad as Turin was, which I don't think was this high. I think it was just the lift there ruined me on the way up. And by the time I actually got out of the lift there, I was a broken man, whereas this lift wasn't too bad. Not allowed to do my 360 camera shot where I poke the camera through the grate here and make it look like I've got a shot from outside, which is a shame. Here we have more of the river in that direction. And then we'll just keep wandering around. Oh, I don't even really need to go, but the thought of doing pee-pee at the top of the Eiffel Tower might be too strong to fight. There's your confirmation. Not allowed to stick my big long tripod out there and get that cool shot that we got in Turin. And then we're back around this side again that we were looking at from the level below, where you've got where our hotel is and all of the park. Absolutely no sign of Matt and Tom. They must just be following me around, sneaking about like rascals. There we go. Paris behind me there. And this is where you can get your glass of champagne at the top of the Eiffel Tower if you're so inclined. I am not. Oh, they have caviar as well. How delightful. No apple tango though, so how fancy are they really? Well, I've been here 3 days and somehow hadn't seen the Arc de Triomphe until now, but there it is, right in front of me. I think that's probably as close as I'm going to get looking at the time. We've been in here a long, long time, but there is the Arc de Triomphe. And we're back on our way down, this time with the pleasure of those two being in the lift with me, which is a real pleasure, as you can see. I feel a lot better now it's going down. One important thing to note for people who, like me, have somehow got themselves into a habit of both hating heights and going up every high thing they ever see, this is probably only the third most scary, behind the one in Turin that I keep mentioning, also behind the Blackpool Tower, because the Blackpool Tower really scared me because it has a glass bottom at the top, and the glass bottom made me cry. No glass bottom here, which is good. The queue for the lift down the rest of the way was really long, so we've decided to get the stairs, and there's a whole other level down here. But now we are heading down the stairs. I refused to go up the stairs, but I figured, how bad can going down the stairs be? Worst comes to the worst, I'll just fall. Well, halfway down the stairs, we've discovered floor 1, which the lift didn't stop at. Did they? Oh, okay. Apparently the lift did stop, but I didn't get off. This is floor 1, which is pretty cool. You can see down the middle. That's where we were stood earlier. That's the most jelly legged I've got, looking over the edge there. So it feels like I'm leaning over this side.
It'd be better if I mentioned that you're standing on a glass floor.
Oh my word! I'm a big brave boy. Look at me on the glass floor. Can't see through it, so it doesn't scare me. And then that's the undercarriage of the tower.
Shall I jump on this?
Go ahead. Oh, I'd laugh if you went through it. I would laugh.
I don't think you would actually.
Oh, I would. No, I promise
In
you.
actual reality, if I fell through that, I think you'd be shocked. I don't think you'd laugh.
I'd be shocked and then I'd laugh.
And then you lose your balance and fall through the hole you just made.
Oh, then I'd be furious with
Yeah.
him. I'd make sure I landed on him if that was the case. Well, in case you were wondering, that was on a long way down. But we are now at the bottom, as you can see, and there's ducks over there. Ducks are great. And now we are trying to find our way out. I don't remember there being all this grass and parkland in when we came in. It was concrete this morning. Has this all been reclaimed by nature? And quite remarkably, not only has the concrete been reclaimed by nature while we were up there, because we were up there so long, but the overcast, rainy day that it was when we left the ground is now really hot and sunny. Look, this is the view up there now. And there's a great big sun in the way, ruining the shot. Talking of things ruining the shot. But we are going to wrap things up there for this video. So if you have enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for all the other shenanigans we've got up to here in France. And of course, all the other travel stuff around about the place as well. And thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and find some French lunch. Doodle pip.